out here. Get your ass out here right now. I need you. Son of a bitch, you sure know how to screw up a damn surprise. You better get a shot of whiskey because you're going to need it. That's right, Bubba.
You want one too?
Where's he going?
You know, to get us a shot of whiskey. What? Don't you fish with him? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
You're about to find out.
I'm gonna move this out of the way just so
I think we want to give this to her.
Oh, wait. What is that? I want one of those. I used to have one, but I'm not quite sure where it went. Maybe in somebody's
He went
bag.
with it.
Oh, no, I've lost my hook. Oh, no, it's gone now. Where'd the hook go? It jumped out. Oh, well. You'll find it. Hopefully not in anybody's foot. It's a fake one anyway. Get in here! How long does it take you to get a damn shot? Come on! Jeez Louise! Bob Foley, this is your life. I'm only doing half mine. You do all yours, you're gonna need it. 1, 2, 3. He's choking up over it. Pardon me, Bob. Somebody told me it's your birthday. There he does, another shot. Well, I hope it's the best. Better than all the rest. But what did we get for such a fabulous guy as you? Talk about some brains, honey. Look at that forehead. Let's see. A trip fishing in the Caribbean? Oh, they don't have bass. So that simply wouldn't do. Because, honey, take another hit. Money couldn't buy it. And we simply wouldn't try it. Because guys like you. Honey, right now, I'm telling you, they're so far and few. So I hope that you will have a wonderful time because happy big 60th. Happy 60th, baby! That's not all. With love to you from your type A personality wacky friends. Regina is the culprit.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, you can applaud now. Now you can applaud. Okay, good.
Thank you.
What's a birthday without presents, honey? So this is the one that got away.
Hey, bigger than that.
That's what she said. How big was it, Bob?
Who knows?
Hey, listen, I am Fisherwoman Diva.
Oh, yeah?
I come from a long line of people that do not fish, nor do I. However, I lived in the Caribbean, and I did some badass hanging out down there, y'all. And let's talk about fish. So listen, I now proclaim you the pirates of the Bass Fishing Trophy, guys. From this day forward, you will be known to as Captain Fully. Don't mess around with this guy. He knows the deal, right? Right. And I understand, I'm putting Chris, what kind of whiskey is this, honey?
That's really good. That's Maker's.
Maker's Mark.
Yeah,
was it a gift? Because I heard you're the cheapest guy around.
Yeah.
Amazingly frugal, right?
At least on this day.
Yeah, I heard you're frugal.
That's good.
It is good stuff. Because Maker's Mark, honey, of course you don't buy that. You buy the cheap, what does he get? What is that stuff? Old Granddad?
Yeah.
What?
Rock gut.
Rock gut. So my dad called it rock gut. All right, so in the long line of your life, evidently, in the big 60 years, besides
Long
being,
time.
honey, it's going to get even crazy.
Yeah,
So
I heard that here this evening.
you just wait, baby. So in the long line of great fisher stories, do you have any great stories that you can, tell tell us about real quick?
The only thing I can tell you is, you know how when a fisherman's lying?
When his mouth is open?
Yeah.
How did I know? Well, let's see. I understand that you like to go on road trips. Is that correct?
Sure.
And before you go on road trips, you kind of like to stop by Costco. Is that right? Because you like to buy, giant bags of stuff, right? So I just have a question for anybody. Anybody want dried fruit? So I decided we were gonna elevate your dried fruit thing up a little bit, baby. I brought you, honest to God, dried fruit truffle mix. It's truffle mix. It's trail. It's got nuts. It's got all kinds of stuff in it, honey.
I'm ready.
You know, now that your friends are bringing you the mix, just bring for the best, okay? Just go for the top. All right. So, sadly, when I was trying to hook this big one. I know, that's what she said. My hook fell off, but I had hooked my finger trying to get it. But the hook fell off. The good news is it's just a Christmas tree hook, so I think everybody's okay. But wait, there's more. So I also understand that you have a tendency to share secrets with special things. Ray, are you here tonight? Ray, are you with us?
No.
Is Ray here?
Ray's not here.
Ray's not here. Ray's not here. Ray says that if I would give you deer jerky, I would know where the best bass
That's
are.
right.
So I brought you the next thing.
That's on me.
I know it's not deer.
Sorry.
I am not in friggin' South Dakota. I could not run right out and just grab some damn deer jerky.
Would you like some?
No, thank you. Hey, I come from a long line of hunters. They hunt. Okay, I've had enough jerky in my life, please. All right, and I understand that, you've also just got all kinds of crazy things going on. So what do you actually really do for a living, since you obviously do a lot of trophy hunting? What do you do for a living?
What do I do?
I got him. He does not know how to answer this, y'all. What do you do for a living, honey?
I loan money to farmers.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I thought about going on farmers.com, but what the hell? But some of those guys are probably raking in some big bucks out there, right? Yeah. Yeah. So listen, how boring does it get after a hard day of giving money away to farmers? Then a hard day of making sure they kept up with the right thing to do it, like, well, I saw that big tractor out there. What do you do when you get really bored? Like, what happens when you're out and the bass are not biting? What do you do?
Usually try different bait, or
Mm-hmm.
you mean when I'm out on the water?
You could be on land throwing. Do you actually get on the water to get the bass, or do you do it from land? In the boat. He's in the boat. When it gets boring, I brought you an extra special present, because I figured since you're now Captain Bulling, you can now have wars with everybody that's out there with you.
That's a good idea.
You can fill this with tequila. You can fill this with whiskey. You can fill it with seawater, and then really give them a gun, because there's nothing worse than seawater in your eye. It really hurts.
Yeah.
So
So you
so
can squirt the other.
you
yeah,
can
we-
squirt the other guy.
yeah.
I'm always
Man.
thinking. I'm always thinking, And so, last but not least, do you have any favorite sayings or anything like that you like to share with the world? Besides, anybody want any dried fruit? That's about it. Well, in honor of my beloved father, J. Ronald Kidd, otherwise known as Old Kid, I'm wearing his pin today. And because, do you have any favorite things in the world that you love? Like, name a couple of your favorite things. You better name your wife in
Like
there.
my
You better name your
family.
wife in there. Yeah. You better put that in there. Yeah. Any other things?
Well, I like to fish. I like to run. I like to work out.
But you don't have any
Obviously,
favorite things, like the 3 top favorite things of your life, like or favorite foods or favorite things or nothing. Bass, right? Bass. It's okay. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go. I just want you to turn around, counterclockwise.
Oh,
No, that's very good. Counterclockwise. Keep going.
That's it.
That's right. That's right. That's bass backwards. Yes, it is.
No.
Counterclockwise, not clockwise. Bass backwards. Now, just a minute. yeah, that's a nice bass. Bum. But because my dad was a whack too, and because he always had a favorite saying, my dad would always depart by saying this thing. So remember, my 3 favorite things in life are BPFC. We all looked at my dad when we were kids and said, BPFC? You'll notice that's what this says. Oh. We all looked at my dad and said, BPFC? And my mother said, tell them, Jay, they're old enough to know. We all looked at my dad and he looked at us. He said, well, those are my 3 favorite things in the world. And we all went, BPFC, that's 4. He goes, well, it's really 3 things, but not necessarily in this order. Beer, pussy, and fried chicken. So, just so, we need to get you a good handle like that because we put that on. She loved that one. We put that one. We need to get you. See, I knew y'all loved that. We need to give you a good handle of the things you love the most because I'll have you know, when my beloved dad passed over at almost 80, we put that on his plaque in loving memory of J.R. Kidd, BPFC. So when the aliens come later on, think about what you want them to read.
That's a good one.
I just had a
Distill it
feeling.
all down.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's exactly right. So with that wackiness, and my dad representing, and he did not eat fish until he was probably in his 60s, true story. My mother said the only thing he ever liked that came out of the ocean was Lloyd Bridges. So with that, I'd like everyone to join me in the birthday song. On the count of 3, are we ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. You're the one. Happy birthday, Captain Foley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Good job.
I just hate what I do for a living. It's so sad.
Yeah.
So you might want to get even with somebody, honey. So I brought you a card. Love this color. So I nodded. Who are men? Men. Who wants one? Who